Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rolls to Astonish, where we are playing Operation Hotblood, as you can see by my Roll20 page, apparently. So
My blood is so fucking hot.
we're so hot. We're playing Myth, Worlds of Myth RPG. I don't even know what it's called anymore. But
Worlds of Myth.
Worlds of Myth.
Not that complicated.
Yeah, but the file's called Myth RPG. So.
Okay.
So.
You got me there.
It is your usual Eternal GM, not tonight, but your everlasting host, Steven. Joining me tonight is the creator of Myth and our wonderful GM and my wonderful co-GM, Cody.
Hey guys, what's going on? Tonight I'm GMing, but usually I play the adorable Lolly Joe. But, you know.
Also joining me tonight is Zach.
This is odd. We're going out of order. Hello, I play Adele. I'm gonna punch more things. I can punch harder now, actually.
Haley.
Okay, you're breaking up so badly, but I'm going to assume you said my name.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Haley, and I'm playing Alric, which normally he's the werewolf cyborg beast, but right now he's kind of a sad boy due to things that happened last episode. But we will get to that here in a moment.
He's a good boy, but he's a sad boy.
Sadness right now.
And last but not least, our new resident punching bag, Dan.
Evan.
Yeah.
What about Evan?
Yeah, I was gonna say we skipped someone.
No, let him move on.
Evan just disappears from the call.
Sorry.
I'm sorry,
And
I was actually going to see if you would move on.
And the one we forgot, Evan.
Hi, I realized
Not we,
this entire
you.
time I haven't actually introduced myself, so I'm Evan. And I play Finn Sharkman. Half shark, half man.
All badass.
All Sharkman.
All pirate.
And Dan, who are you playing?
I am playing Rye. It's pronounced Rye.
As in rye bread.
What great
I like the bread, yes.
And I
I'm a jackalope. And
Jackalopian.
that's as much as I'm gonna say right now.
and I will be playing the eponymous Bug. So, who wants to give a recap of what happened last time? And is it Evan, because he was super hyped? He was so hyped last time, he had to tell me after the session about how hyped he was.
Oh no, I was
Go
super
on.
hyped.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright, I think you're up.
so for the main fight, well, I don't know which one was the main. For the fight with the dragon,
The three-headed dragon.
yeah, the three-headed flying dragon.
Don't forget who he is. I mean, it's slightly important.
Oh yeah, he's like Liam, but he's also like a three-headed dragon.
He's a
That's the only
fake
thing-
dragon. Damn
That's
it.
the only thing that matters, is that he's a three-headed dragon.
He's a fake.
He's a dragon man.
He's got a dragon dildo.
And
for
he had a
his
couple
dragon.
of werewolves. Oh, and also a big blur tackled Virgil. Or no, fuck.
Virgil?
All right, somebody else take the reins. We're moving on. Somebody else can take over from here.
Basically, I'll go ahead and crack this down. Basically, Our got tackled off of the bridge that everybody was standing on and knocked down to his own fight, while everyone else was stuck up above fighting Liam and a couple of other werewolves in their werewolf forms. Meanwhile, down below, because they did eventually beat the dragon, it was a hefty fight, but they did beat him, and the rest of the werewolves. Meanwhile, down below, Alric is having literally an existential crisis in the fight, because he's having to fight against his older brother, and needless to say, he won. He wasn't proud of it, but he won.
Be proud of it. You won.
You survived.
Let me wait till you all get your asses down there.
Hang on, I'm trying to get everyone down there because everyone's kind of fucked up.
Actually, I'm down there.
I'm carrying you.
Yes. No, let me
No,
go
you're carrying
down.
the other guy. I'm the one who's on the bridge with all the crumbling rubble.
You're right. I'm going to pick you up, and so we can go down lower.
But generally, for a recap, recap does not do justice. Go watch the last one. It was fucking incredible.
It was like,
The,
what, over 2 hours of just non-stop fighting?
Oh, and it was great.
Basically,
That's basically this game in a nutshell.
Just punch.
One
Just
session of
punch your
roleplay,
problems
one
away.
session of combat.
Yeah, it's kind of been the way it's gone, hasn't it?
Oh, I'm fine with that.
I'm
At
okay
least
with
there's a consistent pattern.
it. Yes.
It's not an intentional one though. It's just kind of been the way that that's kind of.
I better get to do some punching, because that's all Bugbug really does.
Oh, hey man, Bugmeg makes noodles.
Makes
He does
noodles?
and-
He
He
prepares-
does
he prepares
spaghetti
great
and
spaghetti.
bondage really well.
Spaghetti, you're right. He does do spaghetti and
Wonderful
bondage really
after
well.
dinner.
That's how he seduced the uwu, actually.
Okay, moving on.
That's the effectiveness of spaghetti and bondage.
All right.
So, where we left off last time, Ulrich had just, didn't you not kill your brother?
So
Nope.
she-
No,
Very much.
I killed him.
So Ulrich had just killed his brother. All the
Which-
platforms we were on started falling down, and now I'm on a crumbling bridge out of werewolf form because fuck.
I caught Rye, and I'm coming down to get you and Liam.
Oh yeah, and I've also got past that Liam
Yeah.
Yeah, you're cradling the boy.
because we beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah,
We fucking did.
we're
Christ.
gonna have to beat him up more.
I wish I had
Well,
It's
extra.
alright. I think I took one of his eyes.
Don't worry,
You
boys.
did.
We're gonna beat we're gonna beat the edge out of him.
Okay, guys. So, a little bit of bookkeeping before we hop right in.
Mm-hmm.
Last session was worth 25 experience points total. I used one fate counter, and between those other two, between Liam and Treon, they were worth 24 between the two of them. And so that comes to a total of 25. Also, fate counters, like Evan, like the stunts you pulled off in that fight scene were really cinematic and like super cool looking, just like super legit. So you really earned a fate counter there. For Zach, like I'm actually kind of doing this retroactively. I'm not sure if I awarded you a fate counter for this. If I already did, then don't take an extra one. But if I didn't, then you earned this one. Your explosion moves a couple sessions back, catching up to the wolf, like was pretty
No,
great.
I don't think I.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I apologize if I forgot to give you one.
Oh, it's
And
fine.
then Haley, like everything that Ulrich's been going through, like I mean he's a very sad boy, but you've played it really well, and I've enjoyed it. So Ulrich gets a fate counter too.
Alright.
So yeah, and that's about the end of divvying up the rewards. I kind of feel like Steven deserves like half of a fate counter for the noodles and bondage scene because maybe if you like slightly impress me this game, like I'll ramp that up to a full fate counter.
Okay.
But anyway, okay, so last time you guys were running off a crumbling bridge, and you guys are just right at the scene where Adele swoops down and he picks everybody up, and you're just flying down to the next bridge. Take it away, guys.
Dell is slowly gliding down. Has Finn on his back. Has Liam in one arm and Ryan in another. It's like, thank God you're not giant anymore, Finn. I don't think I could carry you.
If I were a giant, I wouldn't need it. But fuck.
You sound exhausted.
Did you see what I fucking did?
Yes, I did. I wish I could have helped. I got a few licks in.
And Finn is
Hey,
very
Ryan.
roughed up after that fight.
Hey, Rye, you still alive down there? As he shakes Rye a little bit.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, it's good
Thinking
you're,
about it.
at least you're conscious. At least you're conscious. That's good. Adele is slowly regenerating his wounds up. It looks like he's healing faster. It's like,
So where's Bug been this whole time?
been
You've been
fighting-
having your own fight.
It's been, so right now, like Bug and Joe, we're gonna say that they are finishing off, the last of the wolves that they were fighting. But like you've kind of just been, there's like multiple bridges all around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you listened to the last session, but there's like a lot, basically you guys are in this giant spaceship, right?
Uh-huh.
And there are a lot of bridges that lead to like a center column going down the middle of the spaceship. And like I call it a column, but I mean it's really like 3/4 of the spaceship, and then like the last quarter is just like this outer ring with all the bridges. And so that's where you guys have been. You guys have just been on different bridges. So you saw them take down the dragon. You see them like floating down. And you guys are probably like 2 stories above them right now.
Okay. Do I see them down there?
You do.
Don't you dare jump. I'm not catching you.
I would
can't
catch you by bug,
you.
sir.
Just,
I can't catch you. My hands
just
are full,
turning
my
to
back's
Joe.
heavy.
Oh, just turning to Joe. Adele is so reliable. Watch, if I jump, he'll catch me.
Don't you dare.
No
That'll
way.
be the end of Bug. That'll be the end of Bug.
No way.
Scrooge McDuck.
It's like no wait. I'm already holding right. Catch both.
I had to. Okay.
Roll to juggle.
She screams out. She's like, Adele, we're
Fuck.
doing a trust exercise.
Motherfucker, don't. Now. It's just Liam. Because he tries to put Liam on his back.
So, Bug scoops up Joe and just sort of like wraps his arms around her to protect her, and then just bug bombs off.
Bug bomb.
Okay.
Imagine like a
Bug.
Scrooge McDuck dive.
No, no. He's just going full cannonball mode
Oh, fuck. Alright, hang on.
with Joe at the center of the cannonball.
It's the ultimate Bug move. It's the Bug bomb.
Like has her like hands out like she's on a roller coaster. She's like, woo!
No. He's got 4 arms wrapped around this girl protecting her. She is not
find a
getting
way.
arms anywhere.
She'll find a way.
Okay. I just Liam and prepare
better than he can probably.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. He's got his arm.
Okay. I'm gonna have to catch him. Oh,
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna have to put a little bit of spirit into this.
Uh-oh.
yeah, I'm thinking you're gonna need to do that. Okay. Well.
Can't you fly?
I can
He
fly.
is flying.
I am flying.
Well, you've got all of your hands occupied though. Like.
Just grab my leg. Damn it.
He's so reliable
Oh,
though.
God.
He's so reliable. He'll find a way to catch me.
Okay.
You know what? I'll get you with my fucking leg.
That's.
You know what?
Uh,
Hang on. I have a
This is
wonderful
gonna hurt.
idea, Cody, I have a wonderful idea.
Uh-oh.
Now, you'll have to bear with me. So, what I'm gonna do is Adele will tell Finn to hold on tightly, and I'll grip both the bodies in my arms, even more so. And I'm gonna grab Bug. I'm gonna try and grab one of Bug's arms with my legs.
With Adele's
Now-
thick thighs.
Now I'm just imagining just the plummeting, just like him tightening his wings up, basically gonna just go full on like, raptor style, just coming down to catch a fish or something. Except as they're falling, I'm just gonna scoop them, grab a leg with my legs, grab one of their legs or an arm with my fucking legs, because that's all I have left.
all right. Make a dex roll. you've got -5 disadvantage. You gotta make a 20.
I gotta make a 20.
Oh lord, this is gonna suck. If you fail catastrophically, this is gonna suck for Bug.
Oh yes, it is. So you said
That's
-5.
for Joe too.
You
-5.
said -5. Can I put some spirit into that?
You can put you can put spirit into it.
All right, I'm gonna use the Hotblood thing then. Fuck, man, this is gonna suck.
Come on, Zach, you can do it, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Okay. So
Adele
against
swooped
Wow.
down.
odds and probability,
Dang.
you are just able to scoop them up like an eagle scooping up a fish.
Bug looks at Joe and he's like, "See, I told you, Adele is so reliable. Trust her.
Adele
Y'all just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Bug.
He's so amazing."
You just see Adele just looks like his arms just so fucking are pushing their limits at this point. You can see them. You can see all his muscles just bulging, floating. Everyone.
You're falling more than gliding down.
It's like a parachute.
Yeah, it's
Like a parachute.
Can I use my strength of my wings to maybe make this a little easier?
okay. Well, I'm assuming that you guys are fall gliding towards the hole where
Where everybody is, yes.
Yes, we're going towards
Where
all.
Alaric is.
correct. All right, so Ulrich, as you're there, having your moments, you hear this sudden crash as everybody sort of barrels in, and they're kind of like just barely at the entrance as they're about to walk into the room that you're in. Like, you know, like some dust is floating through, like light is kind of like shimmering in through the dust motes, and you can take it away from here.
Okay, so after you guys land and get yourselves sorted out and I guess stumble into the hole more or less.
Hell
Adele
yeah.
looks tired. Adele looks tired.
Bug releases Joe from his protection grip, and he's like, "Hell yes! I told you, Adele is the most trustworthy, handsome, and excellent, trustworthy man of all that I've ever
God
known."
damn.
Just after you
God
say
damn.
that,
I'm tired.
as you guys gather yourselves, all you can hear from within the hole is just a howl of agony that echoes and reverts off of the walls when it's in. It's like a deep, it's like a cry of deep pain that is clearly from Alaric.
I'm still holding Finn and Rye.
I'll jump down.
Oh, thank you. My shoulders.
Bug is also jumping
They
down.
feel lighter.
Oh, thank you, my thought.
Eyes kind of like just go wide. Like immediately, all mirth leaves her face, and she just kind of looks shocked.
Well, let's go. Gotta make sure he's fine, right?
So Joe's gonna run in.
I'm guessing everyone else follows.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Adele will probably be a little last, considering considering how strenuous the glide down was.
Right. Well, as you guys enter, as you come upon the scene of what was a pretty rough fight, there is blood sprayed and stained across the floor and walls. A vicious fight having occurred here. Opponents are seen in the center of it all, surrounded in a halo of blood across the floor below them and the wall just behind. The victor is clearly Alaric, but instead of reveling in his victory, you guys find him heavily sobbing as he clings to the limp, one-armed body that was once his foe. One arm wraps around the body while the other tightly grasps the remaining hand in a familiar brotherly gesture as he presses his brow against the others. Despite the obvious cybernetics, the likeness between the two is clear, as well as the hot tears cutting through the blood spray across Alaric's face. The only thing they hear between the sobs of heartache or murmured apologies is Alaric rocks in his place. I'm sorry. In that case, as Joe is running over, Alaric's eyes snap up as she approaches. they grow sharp, and he pulls his body tightly against him as a deep, protective, almost feral growl comes from him, tears still steadily falling. However, after a moment, his gaze softens when he recognizes Joe and the rest of the group, but he doesn't really speak. He just goes back to cradling the body as he quietly cries.
So Joe is gonna stop. Just as like she's approaching it, like she stops and she's just like taken aback and like looks shocked and like a little bit scared. She's just like, "You okay?"
Okay.
Alec just kind of takes a deep, shaky breath after a moment. No. No, I'm not, Joe. I'm not.
Okay, so she takes a look at Trion in your arms and like takes a look at you and she's like, and she just walks up to you slowly and then just very slowly just wraps her arms around you and then she gives you a big hug.
Arok doesn't really react to it. He just kind of more or less lets it happen, just limply.
Alright. I guess the rest of us will approach slowly then. I'm sure Ulrich will notice Liam at some point. I'm not sure if
You
anyone
could
else.
probably set us down at this point.
I don't know if you can walk.
I mean, I'm down.
I mean, whether we can walk or not, you could probably set us down.
I mean, I don't think Liam can walk.
In it, up against a wall or something.
As I say, as long as you're conscious, I think you can walk, just not at a brisk pace.
Alright, I set right down.
Finn can walk. Rye can sort of crawl. That's about.
Guess
the
I can
extent
fling
of
your
it.
arm over my shoulder. Right. And I guess I'll just keep,
I've got a 3 in it.
just kind of keep Liam in my left side, because he's KO'd, for sure.
Yeah, he's not conscious.
And you said Ulrich was on the ground.
Pretty much. He is just pretty much crumbled on the ground on his knees. He's a mess.
After a while of silence, Finn will eventually come up. On your feet. Come on then. Get on your damn feet.
How about you back the fuck off?
How about you finish what we came here for? Look, we don't have time for to mourn. We don't have that liberty. Alright? We finish this, or it's gonna happen again.
Well, I'm sorry, Finn, but you didn't have to just stand here and kill your older brother! How about you give me some fucking space already?
I will when this is over. When we're out of here. Because right now we're not safe. They're gonna be sending more people or coming for us. And if we stay here, they're gonna find us and they're gonna kill us. And what just happened between you is gonna mean nothing.
I'd like to see him try. I'd like to see him fucking try at this point.
You're going to. If you don't come with us and finish this.
He just kind of shakily sighs and glances back at Trion. He takes a moment before he gently lays the body down.
We'll come back for the body.
He nods, and after a moment, he seems to struggle with something around Trion's neck before pulling out what appears to be a kind of small necklace with an emblem on the charm of it that looks to be like a clan symbol of some kind. He takes a moment before he shakily puts it on.
Hey.
That damn doctor. He's not getting away with this. That bastard. He's going to pay for what he's done.
You're damn right he is.
See these little drones coming through the hole, like these flying little drones, and like, well, actually, it's just one. It's just one for right now. So it flies in. You see like this red light scan the hole, and it's just like broken, and it moves over to some of the machinery and some of like the pipes and stuff that Ulrich's battle has torn apart and shredded, and it's just like scanning. It's like broken, and moves over, and then it goes ahead and it scans Trion's body. He's like broken,
Oof.
and
Press F for oof.
How is this drone? Like, what is this drone using to fly? Propellers, engines.
It's like some kind of hovering technology. Like, it doesn't look like it's got like it doesn't look like it's like a little helicopter or anything like that. It's just like straight up.
Can I see what I like? Can I guess what I think would be, where would be making it hover?
Can I see if can I see like where the sensor or if there's like a camera on it?
Yeah, so it looks like you know the little robots in Star Wars Episode 1, like the little fold up drones.
Yeah.
Imagine one of those things, but folded up. You know, it's just like this kind of spherical shape, and it's got like one big obvious eye, and it just like floats and just flies around like that. It's also got two like little arms coming out of it.
Okay.
Can I make?
Bugbug's gonna just run over and grab it by the arms with two of his arms.
Okay, so it's like, oh no.
And Bugbug just like lifts it up to his face, and he's just like, I know you're on the other side there, you demented madman. Look at what you have wrought. And he just holds it up to like point at Ulrich, point at the rest of everybody. He's like, we're coming. And he just holds it back up to his face. He's like,
hands Ulrich's face is like broken.
Oh.
Okay, hold on a second. Can ours swipe at this thing?
Biggest fucking
he's not annoyed with it.
I mean, he's not exactly a combatant, so he can't.
He's
really...
going to swap at it. He's basically spiking into the ground. Ping!
Not yet. Hang on.
Our ain't going to hesitate. He's going to fucking spike it.
Bugbug moves it away from him before he does it. He's like,
unless Bugbug is going to do something to prevent her from doing that,
yeah,
then
he is.
it's happened.
How is this gonna hurt Bugbug?
He's like, so he just holds it back up to his own face. He's like, you see what you've wrought, and now your punishment's coming. What?
Steven.
What?
You're not listening, man. Unless, like, okay, if you want to stop Ulrich from breaking the droid, you're gonna have to make a roll.
Oh. Okay.
So Haley, go ahead and make an attack roll. Bugbug, you're gonna have to dodge it, or like I guess you can use your other two arms to try and block
it. Fine, I'll do a block, and he'll just be like, hang on, I'm doing a thing here. Stop, calm down. I'm doing a thing. Dang it.
Oh my.
Alright.
Oh.
Okay, so Bugbug, like with his two free hands, he's able to stop your claw before it hits the droid. Now you can continue, Steven.
Okay, thank you. It's like he's just like looks at all. He's like holding Ulrich off. He's like, hey, hang on, calm down. I'm trying to do a thing here.
He kind of snarls at Bugbug.
I'm doing a cool. He's like, I'm doing a cool thing. Calm down.
Fuck off.
he holds
Adult
the drone.
size in the background.
he holds the drone back up. He's like the wages of your sin are coming for you, and I hope you can put up at least a decent fight. And he just like rears back one of his arms and just smashes the thing.
Yeah, like as you're rearing back your arm to smash it, like the droid's just like, no, wait, I'm doing my job.
Too bad. Too late. Smashed.
I have a drone family.
He's like, Bug smashes it to the ground. It's just like, I was just learning to love.
I want it. Know the taste of ice cream. Really know it. So
And Bug just like Bug just cracks his knuckles, all four of them, and he's just like, all right, let's show this. He's like, all right, let's show this madman a thing or two or four.
Okay. So as you're saying this, like, you turn around and you see like 5 of these fucking drones, and they're sort of just like staring in, and then they just like in unison just sort of like turn to leave.
Shoot them.
Well then.
Can I shoot them down before they can go get their drone friends?
Do it.
I'd like to.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Pew 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 pew.
Go ahead and make a multi-attack.
What is that?
Let's give these guys a
Cyclone attack.
decent roll.
Baby, I can't wait to know what are you thinking.
Yeah. All the poor little droids, like they're just exploding. Like you see, like
There's just a chorus of Daisy being played from them.
Yeah. Okay. So each one of them is just like popping. Like you see, like the final one gives you like a double little droid middle finger as it explodes, and yeah. Okay. Okay. So what are you guys gonna do now?
Fly everyone
I
out.
lean over to Adele, a little closer to Adele's ear, and ask him, "Are they always like that?
Say again.
Are they always like this?"
Adele turns his head a little bit. Yes.
And
And you're still with these guys?
Yeah. They're pretty nice.
Finn will pick up the one drone that Bug punched and toss it to Rai. I don't know what
Rye
you do
can't
with.
catch. Neither can I.
All right, well, good luck with that.
It just hits Rye in the face.
God damn it.
What the fuck, Vin?
Well, I was gonna say, see if you can find like a map or something on. I don't know how the computers work.
Does he look like he can move?
Fucking, what do you need to do with that?
I can
I'm
look
shocked
for a
you're
map.
moving.
I can look for a map.
Okay.
I'm gonna use brain computer to look for a map.
Okay. So go ahead, make an intelligence roll. But this one's actually like, I mean, like how are you going about it? Like, are you just checking the web, basically, or are you trying to use the drone?
So originally, I was just going to scour the web to see if there were
Okay.
designs
Go
for
ahead,
something like this.
Go ahead.
But we have the drone here, so
I guess I'll set you down so you can do your work.
Okay, so I'm gonna take over your character a little bit then.
Okay.
We're gonna say like that you're just gonna R2D2 into this thing. Okay. Like your cybernetics start to plug into its memory banks. I want you to go ahead and make an intelligence success roll. You are going to need to beat an 18.
Oh, is it like a RoboCop power or a data spike?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, fucking
So
sick.
he's got to hack into the droid's memory.
Hack it. Use the net.
Adele's gonna focus and regen his health. Get Myth back while this is happening.
ah, bitch.
Sad. All right, so
I can't use a
Remember-
luck counter on this one, can I?
Oh no, you totally can. You can use luck counter on anything. Anything that rolls a dice.
Well then, I'm gonna use my last luck counter.
All right. So you break into this thing's memory banks. Okay. Right now, you guys are on floor 13. You entered in on floor 15. That's about like the halfway point. And so you've got kind of like a rough idea of the floor plans, but they're written for somebody who's already on the inside. So you can see the lower floors. The lower floors are just part of the big machine. Okay, they've got some generators that are spinning down there. They've got some sort of absorption technology. Level 7 is strictly forbidden by anybody to enter.
Alright, we're on to level 7.
Levels 8 through 14 are just more machine floors. There's nothing particularly special about them. Level 15, like I said, is where you guys entered in on. Level 16 through 17 is where the machines are made. Level 18 is where the dogs are kept. Level 19 is where the scientists are housed. Level 20 is where experiments are held. Level 21 through 22 is labeled it's labeled feeding stock. And then levels 23 through 28 is just more machine. 29 is the throne room, and 30 is the top floor. Where you hit the roof.
I think we need to go to the forbidden floor.
Good place to start.
It's forbidden, therefore it must be interesting.
Aye. Must be a reason you don't want anybody down there.
Now is that up or down?
That's gonna be
Down.
down.
Okay.
You're on 13 right now.
Alright, down we go, boys.
You got punched through the floor?
Yes.
I don't know. The throne room is probably where Victor is.
Yeah, but what's on the forbidden floor? Gotta go to the forbidden floor. It's always gonna be good stuff there.
I'd much rather grow up, kick this guy's face, and be done with it already.
I got a feeling though that there's something he doesn't want us to find down there.
On top of that, we should probably also be concerned with what's
Probably
the
his
feeding
lab.
stock. Considering that stock usually refers to living things.
Right. Fine, whatever, just... As long as whatever fucking plan you have at this point is going to get me up to Victor so I can get my claws into his throat. That's all that matters at this point.
Aye. It will. You got my guarantee on that.
Thanks, Finn.
Ulrich,
What?
I thought you might be able to know what to do with this. Adele kind of gestures to his shoulder, which Liam is resting on.
Liam? He just kind of quickly scurries over and checks on Liam. What the fuck happened?
We had to fight him. He's alive.
Where the fuck is his eye?
Don't ask me.
Finn is not going to say anything about that.
God damn it. He very carefully takes Liam down from Dell's shoulder. Thank you. I'm gonna have to
Bugbug
tend
will
to this.
produce a cool... Well, actually, wait, Finn. Bugbug turns to Finn and he's like, Finn, do you have a cool pirate eye patch for him?
I don't need that Bugbug. I just need to tend to the injury. That's all I need to do.
And that's fucking racist.
Racist?
Racist?
You think just because I'm a pirate I carry around an eye patch?
Yes.
Joe.
At this
This
point,
time
if
you
we-
were right, but
Okay then. At this...
Didn't you have to turn your eye patch in? when you stop sailing?
Adele just puts his hand on his face like, God damn it.
And with the eye patch, we can call him Super Eye Patch Wolf.
Bug, no, fuck off. First moment we find a first aid kit, I'm tending to him. Until then, let's get the fuck moving. Now.
All right, come on, Rye. Adele picks him up and puts his arm around his shoulder. But come on.
Let's do this.
Okay, so so you guys are heading to floor 7?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So you're able to locate an elevator. You go down to floor 7, but the doors do not open. You see this red light come on, and like this voice comes on the mic. Like, you are forbidden to enter.
What do the doors look like?
Huh?
What do the
Are they
doors look
sliding
like?
doors?
Yeah, they're just sliding doors.
Bug, you think about thinking? I was gonna say,
Bug grabs both doors with all 4 arms and just starts. He's just going for it.
Beat a 20 with your strength.
Bitch.
I'll help.
No, hold on. I got this.
I was gonna say, see, Bug can do it first, then we'll take turns.
Okay.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, Your strength is only 10. You'd have better luck have an hour to it.
It's only 10?
Like I said, he needs a rework. Like, I don't know how his scores came out so low. It's probably because I had to spend it a lot on charge attack and a lot on flow of attacks.
Yeah.
And
no,
you also may spend a lot on spirit attack and block.
Oh, you've got an expensive build, like in your techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, hence why I'm thinking of going with trying to change it over to a chimera, because my current build would work a lot better that way.
Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
does Adele want to go next, or does Alric want to go?
I'll go. Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll set Rye down on the side and tear open these doors.
Beat you to 20. Heck yeah, buddy.
So as Bug's just like Adele just like walks up and just like very casually just like
Just ripped off each door.
Bug's like, of course, after I loosened it up for you.
Yes, Bug, you did a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, Bug, how about you actually make yourself useful and carry a Rye?
I'll carry Joe.
No, you carry Rye because he can't walk.
I'll get him. It's fine.
Or
You
do
know
you want to
what?
argue with my claws at this point?
You know what? You know what? Hang on. And then, Bug, how much health does Rye have? Why can't he walk right now?
Oh, Rye got incapacitated. He's at what is your HP? Like, you've got negative HP right now, right?
Okay, I'll cast Revitalize on him.
Okay.
That works.
Let's see how many times I'll need to cast it to make this work. So
I'm
11.
not sure that's quite what Adele does, but okay.
Why are you?
I'm just imagining Adele walking up to the door.
Yeah, that about describes it.
Or an even better one.
Just no.
I'm opening these for the for the viewers to see at home to see.
You know what? Here, let me describe how Adele opens these doors.
Uh-oh.
Allow me. So, as Bug struggles, Adele puts Rye down, walks over, and he first punches a great big hole through it, ripping off the first one. Then he uses his other head to smash open another hole and rip it off with his horns. Just like, okay, let's go.
All right, so 1d10. So 11 HP back to you, Rye. Does that get you back on your feet?
So that needs to recover through the negative HP first.
How much negative do you have?
So it was at -7, and then I leveled up.
Okay.
Heal.
All right, so that's a grand total of 33.
Alright. So that puts you at like 26 HP, if my math is correct.
Okay.
I'll heal you one more time.
Just to be safe.
One more time.
No,
God
I'm
damn it.
fine.
There we go. 14 more.
You're using revitalize, right?
Yep.
You should be adding your intelligence for each one of those.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
factored
it's
in.
+3.
Okay. Just making
That's
sure.
why it's that's why it's +3.
And this is why I.
Okay, I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
And once again, this is why he needs a rework for his build, because that poison's gonna do fuck all.
It's okay, brother. I love you.
Yeah. Brother.
No, not
Alright.
you, Steven. I was talking to my boy.
What?
I love you too. Love you too.
He's making.
No, my other boy.
Oh fuck.
I'm
What?
not making fun of you.
Ouch.
I love you, brother.
Hey, shut up. All right.
Anytime Evan says that, he's talking to Cody.
All right.
Yeah. Well, like he's agreeing with me. Like anytime I say it, self-deprecating thing, it's pretty much like yeah, you're right, but you know.
Okay, so how does
Lost
Adele actually break down the store?
So I
We-
punch
we've
a hole
already
through
described
one.
that.
I rip it
So-
apart.
Okay.
Take my head to the
Alright.
other one.
So, you guys enter into this new floor, and it's very, very dark. Like there's this pulsating green light that seems like it's kind of coming from everything. Like you can just see, like it almost looks like there's like veins going through the circuitry.
Are you like the unicorn?
And they just pulse and they just sort of all like run down to a certain location. They all seem like they're leading into the center of the floor.
No. It's
Follow
I'm
the
good.
veins.
thing that
I'm gonna regenerate
involves
a little
life.
bit before we do
Thank
anything
you.
else.
I will also cast heal.
You know, I'm passively healing as
Yeah,
is.
I need to check what the hell Aurix.
No, I'm passively
Come
healing
on.
as it is.
Yeah. No whammies.
As we say, Aurix only took damage in his wolf form, which doesn't translate very well into his human form.
I'm happy I
The
upgraded.
damage that you take in either form moves over to the other form when you shift.
Alright.
So,
I didn't lose that much.
okay.
Alright, great.
So I'm like,
Regenerate.
I'm not full health, but I'm okay-ish. I'm still above 100, so.
All right, I'm just under my my max now. If I'm taking
Yeah,
into
because
account.
if I remember right during the fight, I didn't take any damage in humanoid form. I only took damage in the wolf form.
I'm at a hard 20.
Because he couldn't land hits on me.
A hard 20, nice man.
Okay. All right. So,
That's sad.
are walking down.
Very sad creature in my lap. I'm gonna call you Polly.
So you see, like the green, as you guys are getting closer and closer to the center, like the green light is pulsing, and it pulses, and things go completely black, and then it fades back in, and you see the figure of a man that wasn't there before, just standing between you guys, like standing in the hallway between you guys and continuing forward. And you hear a voice like, I must ask you to stop there.
Does Elric recognize this fucking voice? Because if so,
You recognize that fucking voice.
oh, Elric's charging in! Fuck this guy! Nope! Not happening! He pretty much tosses Liam to Finn, just charges.
I guess I'll try to
Okay.
catch.
Go ahead and make an attack.
I really hope this is just a hologram.
It probably is.
That's 33.
Ah, really?
Good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Shit.
All right. How much damage do you deal?
37.
37.
Yep.
And you
He just
didn't.
kind of lowly, huh? Yeah, he didn't cast his...
You wouldn't have had your amp up.
Yeah, no. But I imagine he just kind of lowly snarls and charges like, "You motherfucker!"
All right. So, as you hit, as you make contact, like you feel like you're hitting some kind of a barrier, but then your claws just slide straight through, and it's like you made contact with nothing, and you just run past this guy.
He kind of skids to a stop and looks back.
And flickers again, and then it comes back on, and he's just gone. And then you hear his voice behind you again, like, now, let's not be too hasty.
Fuck you!
Should be noted that you did no damage.
Dang, I wanted to punch him.
Just trust me, you fucker. If I wanted to take any of your words with any grain of salt, I would not be here right now. Trust me, I would not be here right now.
Okay, so...
I'm gonna look for the man behind the curtain.
What is this? The Wizard of fucking Oz?
It may as well be.
Okay. I guess make an intelligence roll. Or you can use Dex too, because it does have to do with perception and sight.
Gotcha. Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah, 20!
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Jesus.
Sorry. to
Okay.
say.
So from what you can tell, he is definitely there.
Which one? The AIDS bomb?
Physically there. And you don't see, like, it doesn't seem like he's a hologram.
Just gonna kill all the other things.
Doesn't seem like there's any holographic technology around here or anything. Yeah, he's there in the flesh.
Hmm.
Okay,
So
so
you're-
Yeah, I give him the address.
So
to Mr.
Victor,
Tarek and
to kind of
we'll
describe
go to
what
the
he looks
traps.
like.
Get on the ashless traps.
So he's kind of like Aizen from Bleach, and like fused with Stein from
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater. Like he has like Aizen's facial features, except his hair is like very very black. He's got like that one hair string that comes down like longer than the rest of his hair. His eyes are yellow. His skin is kind of pale, and you can see like Frankenstein spreading on his wrists, across his chest, around his neck. What he's wearing, he's just got a lab coat on and lab pants, but he doesn't have a shirt. Like he's just got this ripped body, and just like a lab coat over that. So he's got a very very possessed self, very confident in staring you guys down, and like as he's got his both of his hands just in his pockets, and he's like, again, would you consider turning around?
How about you? Fuck off!
I can give you what you want. He snaps his fingers, and how would I guess he wouldn't be able to make it happen right there. So he just okay, never mind. I was considering what he's got.
He went from cool to not as cool.
Just snaps his fingers like,
He
oh
went to
fuck, it's not here.
Okay, so he's like, follow me, and he's going to walk past Ulrich and just kind of like stroll through your guys' group,
and just walk in the opposite direction of where you guys were heading.
The hell do you mean by that?
Okay, he just looks back at you and he's just like, follow me, and you'll find out.
I'd rather you fucking tell me, because evidently I don't fucking trust you!
Okay, he sighs like,
You're the monster you turned me into. I don't fucking trust you to go anywhere! You can tell me what the fuck you're doing, or I will tear you to shreds right here and now!
Did you hear that?
No.
Okay. So as you're ranting, he's just like, I can bring him back.
What?
And then he's just gonna start walking.
The dead just. What do you mean by that?
We're going to the Council of Civic Necromancy.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna shoot a look back towards Og for a second before taking a shot at him, as much as it probably doesn't matter.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
That still hits.
Stop!
You can't
Stop
stop
with your
us!
good rolls and shit.
You cannot stop the hot-blooded heroes.
Alright, how much damage?
That is 52 damage.
Jesus Christ.
I forgot his guns are really good.
Yeah, that might actually hurt. Let me do some quick calculations here.
The Council of Civic Necromancy. Why put them in the ground when you can put them to work?
Goddamn, Steven, please don't.
Oh,
This is actually a serious moment. Please don't.
No, I'm doing it now.
Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
You have to
No
focus, Steven.
focus.
So, you hit him, okay? You hit him like in the back of the head. And you see this green glow. And like you kind of hear like this tink, and then the bullet just goes through his head. But he doesn't really stop. And you see like just a tiny like drizzle of blood going like from the back of his head. He turns around and looks at you. You notice that there is no wound, like there's no exit wound. And he's just like, well, that was rather rude.
Does he spit out the bullet?
Hmm?
Does he spit out the bullet?
No, he does not.
Oh.
I think I know what this is.
So
Care to explain, Rye? This is just
he
getting
looks.
weird.
He
Hang on, I'm
looks
looking
at
it up.
him, and his eyes darken. He's like, two. There will not. If there's a third, there will never be a fourth. Do I make myself clear?
Adele's eyes narrow. Where exactly are you trying to take us?
That is for you to follow and find out.
I'm
I
not
already
much
told
follow.
you. I can bring him back.
Alex' eyes just kind of fall as he seems to kind of realize it. If you mean Tryon, he doesn't want back. He doesn't want under your control!
What is that what you want?
You know,
None of it means he has to suffer under your control. I did what I had to free him from you! I didn't want to, but I had to!
You didn't have to. We all have a choice that we make. Nobody made you do anything. He turns his back and he's like, well, then I suppose I can still harvest the body for some organs.
Oh no.
And he just starts nonchalantly walking away.
Oh fuck no. Oh boy. Hold on a second here. this is going to be interesting. How far is this fucker?
Someone tells me I should activate all passives now.
Yeah, I was about to say, how far is he?
So, we're gonna say he's about 40 feet away from you at this point.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So if I move, can I, if I move to run towards him, because I don't have any kind of running attack or anything like that, I'm only allowed to just do plain attack.
Yeah.
No passive actions.
So you do get one passive action.
Okay, because
So you've got two options. You can move and make two passive actions, or you can move, make a passive action and normal action.
Okay, would I be able to move, activate one of my passives, do the normal, and then add the spirit attack to it?
Yes, you can.
That's what I'm doing. He is charging full force.
Alright. So as you're charging, like, the green lights go dim again. And he just disappears. Claws rake thin air. And then you see him reappear again. But, you know, this time he's like 120 feet down the hall.
Fuck.
Adele sighs and begins to walk after the man.
It seems like, with the exception of that dash, like, he's kind of just moving at the same pace. He's walking pretty slow, like, even slow enough to just, like, kind of let you guys catch up.
Adele will follow. Adele will follow. However, he doesn't look pleased by it.
Ditto.
Okay, so he's just gonna enter, like, calmly enter the elevator. And he just turns around to face you guys, waits for you guys to get in.
I ain't getting in any confined space with this asshole. Not gonna happen.
Is there stairs? Why chance?
There are no stairs.
Well, shit.
Shit, I'm about to call the Americans with Disabilities, eh? We're filing a fucking complaint.
Filing a fucking complaint.
Like, that's why, those are the people that put the elevators in.
That would be, oh god, that'd be OSHA,
Oh, sorry,
wouldn't
I'll
it?
call. No, I'm gonna call the fire marshal.
That'd be fire marshal.
Call the fire marshal on the edgelord in his spaceship because he didn't follow proper procedures.
Yeah, you know it. You fucking know it.
Wrong idea.
God, who knows? Maybe I'll start a fire in here and he won't be able to escape so easily, yeah?
Honestly, imagine everybody else loads into the elevator, but Alec is just like 5 feet away from the elevator, just not even moving.
Oh, Finn's gonna stand outside the door too. I don't trust that. I'm too weak to trust that right now.
I'll stay with you too. Just as a general rule of thumb, she's just by your side all the time.
Alright.
You can see Adele just kind of stop in the doorway of the elevator. Just studies the man.
Kind of looks at you like calmly, he's like. Well, he looks at Finn and Alright, calmly, he's like, "Are you coming?"
Why are you doing this? You realize what we're here to do, right?
He kind of looks over at you with an amused smirk. He's like, "I imagine you think you can,
Oh.
but you cannot."
What makes you so sure?
I am confident.
I'm not pleased about that fake dragon you made.
I didn't make anything. Well, I certainly enhanced him. I certainly added those cybernetics, but his wolf form, as they come in many shapes and sizes, was his own. I simply caused its full potential to manifest well before it would have naturally.
Just
Yeah.
there's a quiet glare from Adele.
He hasn't moved to push any of the buttons yet. He still looks over at Ulrich and Finn. Are you really not coming?
Can you really blame me at this point?
Yes.
I can't trust any fucking word that you say at this point.
Trust me. Ulrich, I have never lied to you. I am many things. Ruthless, willing to do about just anything that I want, or anything in order to get what I want. We'll never do that. Now, if you come with me now, I can guarantee your safety, and I can guarantee you a proposition that I am sure that you will want to hear. Choice.
I feel like you're barking up the wrong tree.
Alric just kind of shakily sighs.
He kind of looks to the side at Adele. Perhaps I am. Hot-blooded heroes such as yourself are often find their judgment clouded by emotion. I do not have that problem.
Yeah, I can tell. You lack something seriously important to normal people. Empathy.
You're
He
fucking
kinda-
subhuman.
He kind of just shrugs, smirks a little bit. He's like, I would say I'm more human than anyone. Are allowed your opinions, I suppose. You're not alone in them, for sure. I've heard many of my subjects scream out the same sentiment on the operating table.
Alric kind of flinches at that comment.
Now I'm going up. Last chance, Ulrich. You won't receive this offer again.
Alric just cheerfully looks up, then glances towards Finn and takes Liam from him. Just tightly holds him and he steps inside, but he keeps Adele between him and Victor.
I'll also step on.
Alright, so everybody's in. He presses the button to 29. You see the doors close and the elevator goes up, and you guys just kind of have this really awkward moment of just sitting in there. Yeah. No, there's no elevator music.
Aww.
No
Yeah.
elevator. But,
Yeah, I just imagine this entire time Adele would probably feel Alric just leaning up against him. He'd obviously feel him trembling like fuck. Just probably spooked out of his mind.
You can probably
this
feel
entire
Adele
situation.
like starting to become extremely, extremely angry. There's heat, lots of heat.
He just kind of instinctively curls up into it. Because at this point, it's the only fucking comfort he's got at this point.
in the elevator is
Adele
like
will pet.
sweating from the heat that Adele is giving off. But Victor just kind of seems unfazed.
It's getting kind
Like,
of steamy in there.
It's getting
Adele
Yeah,
pet.
he's getting-
Like,
hot.
It's getting hot in here.
Okay, so the elevator doors open, and Victor just calmly walks out. And you see him walk along this very long path that leads up to, like, just like enough stairs to walk up to this big kind of like cyberpunk throne that he just sits on. Behind him is what looks like an empty doorway, like a doorway without a door. Okay.
An archway,
but
you mean?
Okay. Yes.
There's the term. There's the word.
It doesn't have to be an archway if it's not an arch.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
a
just
door.
a door frame,
Fine, then a door frame is what you're
There
the
you
word you're
go.
looking
Much
for.
better.
Frame. Okay, but it's huge, and it just seems to go on into this endless blackness, and that's what's behind him. And he just sits on his throne and cups his hands in his lap, crosses one leg over his knees, like, now then. You see a bunch of little like the same drones that you guys smashed before. You see them carrying the corpse of Treon. And they lay his corpse down. There's like a final drone that comes with a box of, some of his bits that sprayed out. Down at the corpse and
sprayed out is probably the worst adjective you want to hear in terms of a corpse.
Yeah. Anyway. So Victor looks over at Ulrich and he's like, I can bring him back. Do you truly not want me to?
I don't.
I'll take the indecision as a yes.
No.
And he's gonna walk over. So he gets up from his throne, walks down the steps. You see green electricity crackling from his hands, and the electricity just shoots down into Treon. And you see the body start to twitch after a little while. Then you see, like, as the box opens, like, his pieces that, like, had been removed from him before start to merge back into his body. You see him start to regenerate, and then suddenly he just breathes, and he's like,
Alric obviously just kind of freaks out. He backs up a little bit, and he just kind of crumbles to his knees. He's a broken mess again. He's a broken mess again. Just kind of curled up on the floor, clutching Liam.
Adele, if he can be, appears to be furious.
So how much, like, how back to full does this dog seem to be?
oh, he seems like, he seems like he just died and came back to life.
So not great.
Not
Not
wonderful.
great. Right now he's
Please
coughing
forgive me for
and
this.
spluttering, and he's kind of looking around. He's like, what is it? No.
Please
No!
forgive me for this. I'm going to shoot him.
I was gonna burn the corpse.
Gosh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make Auric do this again. I'm gonna use passive action to activate Ice Strike.
Okay. You murder hobo. I don't know.
I don't think that's murder hoboing. I think that's just morally correct.
That's just giving mercy.
That's kind of more of a murder hobo kind of a thing to do. Yeah,
no.
I'm not gonna make a challenge roll to that. You succeed, and as he's just like, no, like his brains are immediately blown out, and he falls back down to the ground dead. And Victor just kind of looks down passively at it, and then he looks over to see what Ulrich's
face is doing there.
Yeah. To see how
Alric is just out of it. He's got like that 1,000-yard stare, just tightly clutching Liam. Like he's not even in the spaceship anymore. He's gone.
Adele's gonna like try like Ulrich.
You can see Finn's face is. It's pretty grim at the moment, but like the gun is definitely shaking in his hands. He's not a fan of doing that.
No.
Yeah, Alex is just again 1,000-yard stare, clutching Liam, just trembling heavily.
Interesting. I don't know that I've ever known anyone work so hard against bringing a loved one back to life.
Bringing a loved one
Because
back.
they're dead. They're supposed to stay dead.
The dead are meant to sleep,
disagree.
not to walk.
So Adele, like as like you say that, like you can see for the first time like a little bit of ferocity enter into Victor's gaze as he just like looks at you and just kind of like just cuts you off with just like, I disagree.
Do you now?
Then he just sort of goes back to his normal, cool, composed self and breathes in deeply, sighs like, well, I suppose if you really, truly do not want him back, I will not force him back to life if that's not what you want. He goes back up to his throne, sits back down, folds his hands again. He's just like, I will not allow to wreak havoc on my factory. So let's make a deal. What you want, but in exchange, services. You are in a unique situation to bring me what I want.
And do you want to explain why we would help you?
Because I can give you your dogs back. Well, my dogs. I can give you my dogs back.
You wouldn't be making this offer if you didn't think we could win.
No, you can't win. I'm simply trying the carrot before the stick. As I said before, you are, well, you're able to obtain something that I really, really want far easier than I would be able to obtain that. And while I could collar you all and use the same kind of mind control that I've used to control the dogs and some other things, I don't want to. I find that when not under the influence, performance does increase if loyalty does not. Here's my proposition and my deal. I'll let the dogs go. All of them. And he looks over at Rye. I'll let the rabbits go too. In exchange, I want you to bring me one of the Edge 8 alive.
You're quite the character, may I just say.
He arches his eyebrow at you. He's like, I suppose that's meant as an insult, but I'll take it as a compliment.
Take it however you want.
See, it's a tempting offer. I'll give you that. But before I came in here, I did make a promise.
That's a dangerous start, Finn Sharkman.
Aye.
I don't know that I like that train of where that train of thought is going. His eye, like as he says this, like you can just kind of feel this aura of menace from him. You go ahead and Finn, go ahead and make an intelligence roll. For this, you're gonna need to beat. You're gonna need to beat a 12.
Roll high, my boy. Roll high.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So this, you kind of have this instinct kick in. It's almost like this animalistic instinct, you know, like the kind when your hackles just go up when you're facing down a predator. That this guy is on a completely different level than any of the other edgelords that you guys have faced up until now.
Who?
I'm going to take a look back at the rest of my party to gauge their reactions.
Bugbug just looks at Finn and gives a little nod.
What about Auric?
He's still just out of it completely. Like, you can even hear he's starting to break down and cry again at this point.
Ulrich, snap out of it. Adele's trying to shake him a little bit.
Joe kind of just looks terrified.
Rye is pissed.
I've never been known to take the easy way.
Oh no.
My pirate's never been known for freedom.
That mean you're choosing the stick?
And Finn will look back as he's going to begin to cast the spell. And he's going to look back. If he revives me, just do me a favor and kill me.
Okay,
And
hold on. Before you do that, Alric, kind of, as Adele is shaking him, he'll kind of come out of it for a moment to be like, wait!
And Finn will stop, like, two little storm clouds in his hands.
Why do you want one of the Edge 8? Why?
Is necessary for a little experiment that I want to finish quite desperately. Actually, right now, at the, oh my gosh, don't remember the name of this stupid map with its stupid names. Alright. Alright, so this is backwards, but, okay. So currently at the University of Hampires, you kind of like that name is. There are 3 of the Edge 8 who have been tracking you. One of them is a vampire by the name of Belusha. Bring her to me. She has a unique set of abilities that I wish to utilize. The other 2. Do this, and I will let your friends go. But I do warn you that even if you were able to kill me,
the side effects of being off of the drug are fatal.
What drug?
The causes. So he walks over, like he presses a button on the collar that's around Trion's neck and pulls it up. And he fiddles with it a couple times, and you can see like these little needles come out of it. You see, there's a reason that I use dogs. He drops the collar down to the ground, starts to walk back to his throne, and you hear this low, rumbling noise coming from the doorway. And he's like, I have experimented with many forms of mind manipulation, but I found that the most effective by far has been to utilize the werewolf's natural instincts to follow the alpha, to travel together in a pack. And as he's saying this, you just see this absolutely massive, just enormous wolf form walk up behind him. Like this thing, size 16. So at its longest, this thing is 32 feet long.
Oh God.
Oh fuck.
And it just dips its head down, and you see this wolf snarl, and you hear it growl. But like this growl just reverberates through the entire room. And Victor just like calmly reaches up and scratches like the bottom of its chin from this massive jaw that can just easily like scoop him up like it was no problem. He just calmly looks at you guys. He's like, in order to do that, I needed an alpha. As you catch this thing's scent, you recognize the scent of your father is coming from this werewolf.
Or just kind of starts tearing up. Dad?
He cannot hear you. Not really. The wolf looks down at you. Like there's not even like a spark of recognition in his eyes.
What the hell did you do to him?
I made him mine. Do not fear, it's nothing that cannot be undone. You see, he controls the other wolves with a solution secreted from the fluids that an alpha naturally secretes from their brain. It's a pheromone. So he controls the other wolves, and I control him. He steps up from the throne, walks back down again. But I can let him go. I can let him all go. I can let the rabbits go. I'll not be needing them anymore.
Adele puts two and two together. Oh, you are one sick fuck.
He looks over at him, like shrugs, like, but of course, what other use is there to a race that is able to breed so very quickly?
Adele does
Living
not
life.
just see Adele, like, does not. He looks like he's barely containing his temper. He's doing his best not to ruin a chance for Ulrich to get his dad back. He's doing his best.
Rai is shaking, like, with rage.
You can almost see like the murder plots forming in Finn's mind.
All
Nick?
of this for one vampire.
Our just
Have a
thickly,
deal.
our just thickly swallows. So, if we capture her and bring her back here, you'll let them all go.
Yes. Within 24 hours of you putting her in my grasps, they will be free. I will
You swear?
I swear.
Because if it's some kind of trick, Victor, you know I'm gonna come back for you.
Oh, I've been known to leave out bits of the truth that I don't want to speak, but I'm not trying to trick you. I really will do what I say I will do. But as I said, I will require them for another 24 hours after I have Volusia in my grasps. My services will be necessary to finish the experiment, and you can have them after that.
And you promise that no harm will come to any of them within that 24 hours.
No harm. I will even cure them of their condition.
Alright, just kind of. He somberly glances at Liam, and his hold tightens on him before he glances back up. As much as it kills me inside to have to make a deal with a monster like you, we'll do it.
Good. I'm still willing to bring your brother back.
I will burn his. I will burn him. I will make sure his corpse is nothing but ash if you bring him back again.
Don't do it. He fell in a fair fight earlier. He deserves his rest. I just
Suit yourself?
keep his body safe until we can properly bury him.
He snaps his fingers. You see a bunch of drones come out, pick up the corpse, and fly off with it. Very well. You have 3 days. 1 day to get there, 1 day to secure Volusia, and 1 day to get back. If you're not able to finish it by then, I will need to take matters into my own hands, and you will not like that.
We'll get her.
Good. You see one more drone kind of fly over by you guys, and it spits out a hologram. So you are able to see this image of a very curvaceous looking vampire chick. This is what she looks like. Now you most likely won't have to work too hard to find her, as she will be tracking you guys down and trying to kill you. These are her companions. He shines 2 more holograms. You see this very short jester with like this in all black with this witch's hat, and his face looks like the V's Vendetta mask, but real. And then, oh shoot, oh yeah, that's right. The last guy just looks like a straight up samurai. He's got this obnoxiously long katana. Bring him back. Why are you laughing? We haven't had an edgelord samurai yet.
I know, but it's something that
We need a Sephiroth wielding or a Sephiroth-ish samurai to fight. Like no edgelord campaign is complete without it.
I know, but Steven,
Mm-hmm.
I hate you. You're that guy. You implanted in my fucking skull.
No.
All right. Oh boy. So this is going to be interesting. Steven quit giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Zach, this changes nothing about my plan.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
Alright, so.
Most of us will just sort of like pretend that we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't get to know.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not until we get to the Demon Helllands.
Oh god. Alright, so. Art just kind of deeply sighs again. Alright. Of course, we'll have a bit of recovery to do on the way there, but we'll handle it.
Victor just kind of shrugs. He's like, take some of my medicine. Another drone floats up, and it's got a box. Hands it to Ulrich.
Art kind of fumbles with it because he's still clinging to Liam.
Adele
Also,
will catch it then.
leave Liam here. He won't survive with you.
Alright, like. Art just kind of. He carefully hands the box over to Joe because I assume she's right there, so.
Yeah, she's right next to you.
And then he shakily climbs onto his feet and just glances at Liam.
Yeah, Liam's still knocked out. He doesn't look back or anything like that.
I'm glad I punched really, really hard.
He very shakily walks up to Victor, and after a moment, he kind of sets Liam down, but before he completely does it, he just kind of brushes some of his hair back and pecks him on the temple before letting him lay down.
Cute. Well, you have everything you need. Directions, her likeness, serum. You may leave.
With that,
All
Auric
of the
stands, he
doors open up behind you.
that Auric stands, turns, and he pretty much stiffly just walks out and gets onto the elevator.
Rise storms out right behind him.
Finn will
Joe kind
be.
of hesitates, like watches you walk away for a little bit, then like starts to follow, turns back around. She's like, "You're a bad man." And then turns around again and follows you guys.
Yeah, Finn will be like among the last to leave. He'll give the guy a glare and almost kind of a nod of challenge before walking out.
Doesn't even nod back. He just passively looks back at you.
Adele. Oh,
You
go
kind
ahead.
of get the impression that your nod of challenge isn't really even worth being acknowledged.
Is Bug gonna do anything?
Comic relief, man.
Yeah. Bugbug's here for punching things, and he hasn't gotten to punch anything. But Bugbug has a plan.
With the elevator, so.
Oddly
Adele.
enough, Bugbug is the only one with a plan in this entire group right now.
Maybe at this point.
Oh, there's a plan.
Oh, Bugbug's got a plan.
It would just go horribly wrong in the moment if I enacted it.
Oh no! Oh yeah, no. Bugbug's got a plan. It's just not a plan for right this second.
It's just not a good plan.
No, there's no good plan for right this second. But Bugbug
Yeah.
has a plan.
Adele
Bugbug will tell you the plan as soon as we are out of the base.
All right.
Yep.
Adele will,
Right.
like one of the last ones, just stare, just glaring.
Okay, but Finn was the last one.
Oh, yeah,
There's
no, we're
two
all
of
the
us.
last ones.
We're all the last ones.
we're all black. Just glaring.
We all.
All the
We're all
first
gazing at
one.
Bugbug is doing like the fingers to eyes pointing at him, but except with all four hands.
Okay, let's just assume the order is Ulrich, Reed, Joe, Bugbug follows after them, and Zach said one of the last, Adele and Finn. Let's assume that order.
Yeah.
Just to keep things fucking simple.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Square.
Adele will just glare. Just glare. He really wants to do something. Like, he really wants to.
Bugbug
would
just
love nothing more
Bugbug
to
claps
destroy.
a hand on his shoulder, 2 hands on his shoulder, and he's like, "Save it."
I want to destroy everything in this area.
Save
And
it.
he walks towards the elevator, if begrudgingly.
The elevator doors close, and you guys just see Victor calmly watching you as they close and you guys start to descend. And you just see like the numbers beeping down until you reach 15. The elevator doors open again, and you guys are let off on a platform that you haven't destroyed yet, and you kind of have to do some walking, but you're able to get back to the hole that you blew in the side.
So,
3 days.
how are we gonna get down from here?
I can fly everyone down. You guys fly.
Just the episode fades to black from there.
How do we get down?
No,
Oh no,
no, the whole flying down thing actually good.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna end things right there.
How the fuck did we get down?
How the fuck do we get down? But with Bugbug, Bugbug coming in, like, from out of frame, coming in with the bus, just, like, in all four, just about to huck it.
the burning.
And
no
then,
fun.
and then the
There's no
to be
bus left.
and then the JoJo to be continued starts up
The
with him
chart.
about, like, throwing it.
Just the burnt, crushed husk of a bus.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway, that's session, guys. Yeah, I hope you had fun.
I don't think Haley did.
Oh, dude.
That's okay.
I mean,
Delight
you
for the
filled me
vibe.
with everlasting rage, but you know that's perfect fun.
You made my boy go serious.
You never make Finn go serious. The fuck's
Never
happening?
makes Finn go serious.
You know,
I still haven't made Bugbug go serious yet, though. So I mean, life goals.
Life goals.
Yep.
Alright, well, I guess until next time then, folks.
oh man.
We will see you next game. So until then, live on, play strong, roll out. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.